Thank you for clicking on the video. Welcome back to the channel. This is another review for Snowfall Season 4, Episode 8, Betrayal. So we got Reed walking through this jungle. He comes up on this camp that's kind of been deserted, like nobody's there. It's like the dust has settled, the smoke is around some things. It looked like some stuff that went on, either an explosion or a whole bunch of people that got shot up, but everybody dead. Out of nowhere, he gets hit upside the head, so he's knocked out. Back over there in LA, at the barbershop, they are talking about the article. And so, they're all talking about how, most of them know it's Franklin. Of course, because Alton is the one that's named in the article. So, duh, of course, who else he talking to? I mean, who else he talking about? Mr. X. Anyway, they're talking about the article, and, they're all like, they're not surprised that the government is involved in all of this, because if somebody throws out there the whole Jim Jones situation and how that could have definitely been, a conspiracy to kill all the black folk, because he definitely had a whole lot of black followers. A whole lot. I wouldn't have thought of that conspiracy theory. Like, I'm just putting the onus on him. He crazy as hell and evil and led those people astray. It happens. I ain't gonna make it a race thing, a whole eradicate the blacks thing, because but I don't know. Who knows? Anyway, cults happen. People really do follow cults. People really are that silly to follow a cult. Anyway, back in the back of the barbershop, we got Khadijah, Scully, and Manboy. They talking, and Manboy got this harebrained scheme. They gonna get rid of Franklin and just go on and just jack the plug. He think that he can take over. He think that, oh well, they gonna get rid of him anyway, and I'll just step in and take over. They gonna need somebody else anyway. Why not us? Scully like, do you think it really worked like that? Khadijah like, yeah, no, I don't think that's how it worked. Back at the club, Jerome and Louie, they point their fingers at Franklin like they always do. What about us? What's gonna happen to us? What we gonna do? Like somebody making y'all be a part of all of this. Like, you don't have to, but whatever. Franklin's like, what's gonna happen to y'all? Whose daddy's name is in the article? Mine. Who gonna suffer consequences? Not you. Not you. Like, they not looking for y'all. It's me. Like, it's always me. But I'm gonna jump in front of the bullet, like I always do, like I did for that Judas Kevin. Or what's his name? What's his name, Kevin? Yeah. For that Judas Kevin and that snitch ass Andre. Like, I'm gonna do what I gotta do for us. I always got y'all back. Now, if you would like to give me constructive criticism, if you got something, some type of solution to give, I'm listening. If not, I would appreciate it if you would keep your heads down, keep your mouth closed, and, stay over there and let me get out of this like I always fucking do. Bitch. Peaches, let's roll. Franklin be getting mad at them like, cause the nerve. And he right. They ain't have no choice but to sit there looking cheap, because he's right. Y'all sitting up worried about what's gonna happen to you and who gonna come after you, when this is Franklin. That's his daddy in the article running his mouth. Franklin, the one working with Reed, he done, brought y'all along, but on the grand scale, it's Franklin that is, going to have to suffer the consequences behind Alton running his mouth, not y'all. Worrying about yourself. He like, I don't get no compassion or nothing. And it's my daddy that's over here snitching. The nerve. Anyway, Irene is going over notes with her editor, and they're getting calls from everywhere, like the White House, the Pentagon. I'm sure they're like, cease and desist, shut your mouth. Don't say nothing else. Don't let not another story run about the CIA having anything to do with this drug stuff, because it's the war on drugs as far as they're concerned. Irene gets this call from Mr. X. It's Franklin, of course. He said, listen, I saw your little story. I read your little story. You know, you want the rest? Okay, well, meet me. So they gonna meet in private. Tanisha, she's at her apartment and she's, you know, talking to somebody in the refrigerator. She in there talking to Man Boy. And so I knew it. I knew that we couldn't trust Tanisha. I knew it. She talking to Man Boy about her cut. You know, she ready to get her cut. When she gonna get her cut? And let me know if my brother's okay. So is the brother kidnapped? Or is the brother one of the people over there in his crew and he's just threatening his life? Or is he just threatening his her brother's life? Like, I don't know what's going on with that, but, you know, or where her brother is. But Tanisha has been working for Man Boy this whole time. I knew we couldn't trust her ass. He tells her, though, listen, get her done. I need you to find the plug and find that plug now. Or your brother dead and I'm going to come back for you too. So she got to get her done. Reed wakes up, you know, he's been tied up. And there's this lady, a little village girl. She over there sitting there. She done tied him up. You know, he's asking questions. His handler, you know, where is she? She takes and drags Reed all the way to her body and drops him right there in front of her. Like, if you was sitting here, if you was coming to help us, this your fault. This is your fault. Reed already know what's up. Like, his hand, I don't even remember that lady's name, but she dead. I don't know what he gonna do about that. But I think she believes that, you know, he's not there to hurt her. He ain't one of the ones that's there to hurt her. She can kind of let up a little bit. But they're the only two people out there in the jungle. Gustavo is at the warehouse and Reed's CIA friend comes in there. He wants to get in the office and Gustavo is like, don't you have a key? And he's like, no, I ain't got no key. I got no way of getting in here. I mean, can you let me in? Gustavo is like, I mean, I'm not about to let you in his personal office. Like, we're not doing that. Gustavo, because the man gonna try to go anyway. Gustavo pulled his gun, put it on the table, cocked it and everything. Okay, like, I wish you would. I wish you would turn the knob. Go ahead. He's sitting there reading the paper, reading the article about the CIA being all involved in all of that and everything. But the man goes on his way. He don't want no trouble. Franklin, he meets with Irene and he basically threatens her. You know, he all but threatens her, but he's there to scare her, really. Scare her into submission. She over there, at first she tried to act a little tough, you know, but whatever. He mentions that child and that ex-husband and she's like, you leave my family the fuck out of this. You leave him out of this. Franklin like, whoa. You say that as if I'm going to be the one to hurt him. Won't be me. Not me. Won't be me. Franklin like, good luck. Good luck. You take care, okay? You be safe. You be safe. Sissy's at home on the phone. She getting ready to leave. And Alton in there standing in the kitchen. What you doing here, Alton? Let's go away together. You know, like, let's leave all of this behind us. You know, it's just gone too far for him. He can't stand to sit by and watch the systematic racism that's just happening before his eyes. He can't stand it. You know, he had to deal with it when he was in the movement and, you know, when he was a Panther. I'm sure before that, he's tired. He wants to go and live their latter years, you know, better. Not like this. Not with all of this going on. Sissy just standing there listening to him. I mean, she ain't going nowhere with him. Talking about it ain't no saving Franklin. He's made his choice. That's your child. That's your child. Well, Franklin is like 21. So he grown. But still, Sissy ain't about to do that. Back at the warehouse, the CIA friend come back and he got some people with him and, you know, so they go in there and ain't nothing in there. It's been cleared out. And so I'm sure either Gustavo did it. I'm sure Gustavo did it. Yeah, because Reed ain't back yet. But it's cleared out. Nothing is there. So they goop. It's a goop. Jerome and Louie, they arguing about Fatback's funeral. She don't want him to go. Jerome is like, I'm going. You know, it is what it is. I'd rather you be there with me, but I am going to the boy's funeral. Like, he's been good to the hood. And, you know, I ain't worried about nobody. I ain't worried about none of that. Reed and the village girl, they out by the fire eating, and he tells her, you know, to go and live a good life. He gives her a wad of cash and says, this should start you over. I'm gonna leave this right here on this rock. You take it, you know. I'm leaving at dusk, so this will be here for you. You know, do what you want, do what you gonna do. Tiny Shay pulls up on Franklin, and she being all extra helpful. You know, I'll do what you need me to do while you got heat on you. I got you. You know, I got your back. Franklin looking back at her like, bitch, what you got cooking? You mighty helpful, want to be all involved and hands-on. Reed wakes up the next morning. Village girl is gone. So yay, she gonna start a new life, girl. Yes, go get your life. Sissy on her way to meet Paul, and his representative is already at the door waiting on Sissy to open it. And, you know, she's like, I was just about to go see Paul. He like, oh, it won't be necessary. Here's your check back. We don't want no parts. Good day. Basically, they don't want nothing to do with them. You know, they after finding out what they found out and reading that article, yeah, they want no parts. So that's that. You don't want no, they don't want no parts of that drug money. The government/drug money. Irene and them having issues getting the rest of the story out because the paper, you know, they don't want all of the backlash that's gonna come down. You know, they don't want to out a active CIA agent. You know, like that's not gonna be good for whatever he has going on, what future things. You know, it's just not cool. Not even his alias. We can't do it. The Pentagon comes and pays them a visit, so they got to go on and have a meeting with them. They got the conference room ready. We got to go in here and talk to the folks from the Pentagon. More than likely, this story is finna be shut down. We at Fatback's funeral, and you know it's a nice home going. All the homies showed up, whatever. Louie, she comes too. We see her walking up to the thing, you know. So Jerome is happy to see her. He happy his baby came. While she walking to the gravesite or whatever, then we see Khadijah and her two homegirls. Now, bitch, do y'all hear that? I hope it's not like super duper loud, cause I feel like they right out here on this balcony. Jeez. Anyway, they threw me off. While they walking up, Khadijah and her homegirls over there in the car, and they see Leon. Oh, there he go. Go ahead, girl, spin the block. So they, of course, pull up and, you know, they have their guns drawn and they done shot up the funeral. Everything, you know, the smoke clears and everybody's like, everybody okay? Everybody all right? Everybody okay? And they didn't get Leon once again, but they done shot Louie. Louie and Jerome in the street. Oh, Lord, not my baby. Call the ambulance now. Call 911 right now. At the hospital, Leon, you know, he back to being Franklin's right-hand man. So they talk. He tell him what's to be expected. You know, you already know Jerome gonna be out for blood. We got to try to keep him here because that's not gonna be good. It's gonna be a war. You know, he want him to keep an eye on him. Leon is like, you already know. You know who that girl was, right? Who did it? That's that girl's mother. That's that baby's mom. And Khadijah standing there eavesdropping, talking about some, oh, Khadijah, I don't know who the other two girls are, though. Girl, first of all, nobody asked you anything. So why you talking? She's just digging the hole deeper and deeper. Like, you supposed to be incognito. Like, we're not supposed to know you a spy, you a narc. You just supposed to sit back and be like, so, okay. I know what angle I need to take. Nah, she's just trying to jump in. She's jumping in conversations where, you know, what she's giving to the conversation ain't necessary. But anyway, she says she gonna go find out who the other two girls are for them. Whatever, girl. Irene is at home with her ex, and he's warning her, you know, you should leave. It ain't safe. You need to come stay over here at my house. She's like, nope, not happening. They're not running me out of here. I think that I'll be okay. He tells her, though, you know, that what she's doing is commendable and that he's proud of her. You know, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, girl. You taking one for the team, and I'm proud of you. Tiny Shay on the phone with Man Boy, telling him what happened at the funeral. You know, you need to get your little sister in check, because she doing a lot. She almost shot me. But I might have found a way to get the plug. Well, find out why because you on the phone with me. And he hang up on her. Reed gets back to the office. The CIA friend waiting on him. You know, he about to talk about the drug stuff and the war and the guns and all of that. And CIA friend is like, listen, we got bigger fish to fry. Look at this story here. Look what done happened while you was gone. Franklin sits with Sissy at the hospital, and you know she's over it. We back at the hospital for one of our own. I'm tired of this. Like I'm over this. Oh, by the way, we done lost the deal with Paul. That's out. You know, and he's like, they just scared. No, ain't nobody reputable going, you know, want to work with us or get in bed with us ever again. That's over with and that's done with. Going legitimate is done. That's passe. That's not happening. Franklin, of course, you know, tries to make her feel better. And, you know, he gets a page from Reed, you know, so he got to go. But before he leaves, she tells him, I'm leaving. I'm moving out. He's like, you moving out? What? I'm leaving. I ain't got time for this. And he like, oh, so you gonna go with Alton? You going over there with Alton? She like, no, I ain't going nowhere with him either. Like, I'm sick of being between the both of y'all. I'm done. I'm finna go and get my own shit. I'm finna go and do what I need to do for me. F y'all. F you. F your daddy. F all this. Sissy is fed up. Reed and Franklin, they meet, and Franklin, of course, Reed is like, how you let this happen? Like, what? Put a muzzle on your daddy. What your daddy doing? Franklin, of course, is like, I didn't know that he was going to do that. Like, he's my father. I would have thought that I could have trusted him. But, you know, my daddy used to say, thought like Nelly. Well, he still says this. Thought like Nelly, who thought cat shit was jelly. Bitch, that's some 70s lingo right there for you. Y'all can put that in your Rolodex and use it. Because in context, when somebody says, I thought, that's when you say, yeah, thought like Nelly, who thought cat shit was jelly. I really wish that I could have been like, you know, on my grind in 75. My soul feels like it's there anyway. Like I lived there once in another life. Definitely lived a good life in 73. But anyway, Franklin told him that, you know, he took care of Irene. He like, what that mean? Oh no, I just talked to her, just scared her. He say, well, I'm gonna have to double back. I know that. So Reed say, I'm gonna handle her from here on out. You just put a muzzle on your daddy. Franklin is like, damn, I really thought that, you know, you and I thought this was over with. I thought you had, you know, dropped my ass. And Reed tells him, I told you I was gonna be with you every step of the way. I meant that. You got my word. I got you. But for future reference, don't trust nobody. You can't just trust anybody. Everybody's out for themselves. Just know that. Back at the hospital, the doctors have stabilized Louie. And so Jerome can go see her now. Jerome go in there as soon as I finish sitting with her. Let's roll. Get the tools. Let's go. Y'all be ready. Just be on standby. When I come up out of here, we going. Franklin and Leon and Tanisha talk, and she tells them who the other two girls are, whatever. And she hints at Man Boy wanting to know, you know, Man Boy been asking about your plug, like borderline obsessed. And I be thinking, how you know? How you know? You been talking to Man Boy? How you know what he been obsessed with? Anyway, she says, you know, maybe, you know, should do like a broker deal, you know. Give him what he wants. Give him the plug. And, you know, in exchange, I'm sure he'll keep Khadijah, you know, at bay. Like, that's an even exchange. Girl, get out of here. Get out of here. Franklin just taking it all in. Just sitting there listening to her dig her hole deeper. Dig her own grave. He's like, okay, cool. Let me think on it. And she just tips away. And he tells Leon to make sure that Jerome stays at the hospital, and then he tells Peaches to go get the car, and he goes back over there to Tanisha and is like, you know, going on home and make the call and set it up, you know, when it's page me when it's done. Jerome goes to go in there and see Louie, and of course he in there breaking down, crying and carrying on because she all hooked up. He don't want to see his baby like that. Irene, she sleep on the couch, and then we see Reed and his homeboys. They done popped up on her, waking her up out of her sleep. Somebody holding her down, and then he got a syringe on him, and he injects it into her and tells her, you know, next time you won't wake up. So keep your mouth closed. This is a warning, but you ain't getting another one. And she lucky to get that, because I really thought Reed was going to go up in there and do what he needed to do what was supposed to be done. But that's not what he did. He let her live. Jerome, he ready to go to war. You know, he finished sitting with her. And so he go out there, you know, let's roll. And Leon's like, you know, I think we should just stay here. You know, Franklin wants us to just relax. Fuck Franklin. They shot my baby, man. F all that. We going. He don't care. He don't care nothing about what Franklin said. He going to go do what he need to do. Tony Shay, she gets home and she calls man boy. Okay, he gonna give you the plug. So, you know, but all you gotta do is, you know, tell Khadijah to chill out. Tell Khadijah to cut it out. You know, that's all you gotta do. And and I want the rest of my money. Shit. She get off the phone all reassured and all of that, feeling all good about herself. And she gonna sit down and, you know, she breathes a sigh of relief like, whew. A day of scheming and scamming, you know, makes a girl tired. And we see these feet coming up from behind and the cane. And it was, yes, that instant karma. Because, girl, what you thought? Franklin say, how long you been playing me, T? And when I get off of here, I'm finna go watch the next one, because I'm sure it's gonna start out with sis being dead to the bed. Shout out to Funky Dineva. Oh, Lord have mercy. Rest in peace, sis. I know you're gone. I know they ain't letting you live. I know you're gone. Be sure to rate, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It's Call Me Busby, and I'll chat with you later. Peace and light.